What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. In this video, I want to talk about if the Division 2 is just expensive DLC. Now, I actually made this video a couple months back for Hitman 2, funny enough, and this is more of just a discussion piece. This is just a video of me talking about my opinion of the Division 2. It's not me attacking it, and it's just me gonna, generally be talking about the game, basically compared to the first one. And that's one of the biggest things to go over when talking about the Division 2 is a lot has been said about the comparisons to the first division. There's been a lot said also about the end of the game, the fact that they really focus, even the company, even the developer of the Division 2 has said that they've really focused on the end of the Division 2. One of the biggest problems with the first division was the end game stuff. Just when you're finished with the main story, playing the game further past that point, it was, what else can you actually do? And the answer was, back in the day, not much. They really didn't have all that much stuff to do. So one of the major things they focused on with this game is the end game, just missions, the end game material, and content in general. And from what I've seen, a lot of people been saying they've really enjoyed it. There's tons of stuff to do in the Division 2, which is awesome. So, when asking the question, is this game just expensive DLC? Is this game warranted a second game? Does Division 2 stand out where you can play the first division and play the second division and say, you're having a much more enhanced experience with the second division? It's tough because, from an outsider, now I played the first division, okay? My girlfriend's played a lot of the second division. I've watched a lot of the gameplay. What I will say is, from the look of it, yes, the graphics have improved, but at the same time, the game does seem a lot like the first division. That's honestly, not just by me, but that's been said, I feel, about this game since we've first seen it, that this game does resemble the first game a lot. Now, it's not fully the first game, but if you look at it, it is very hard in my mind to be like, what, I can see they majorly improved this thing or that thing. Now, I have seen a lot of people also tell me that, hey, the graphics look way better about this game. I've also had people say to me that this game does seem like it just belongs as DLC to the first game. I can get behind either or. I think that this game is a really solid game for those that never played the first division. Now, I played the first division. I had a lot of fun with the first division game. I played it with my friend Pat, and we had a blast with it. The second division game, I wasn't going to get, because to me, it did just seem like the first game, kind of enhanced. My girlfriend had never played the first division. She played the beta for this game, and she really loved it, and that's really cool. I think that will end up happening to people that skipped the first game. But the first division sold extremely well. It's one of Ubisoft, or is Ubisoft's highest selling games ever. So to then say, okay, well, those people that did that 3 years later, here is the next game, and all those people, if they jump over, are they going to get that much of a better experience? I feel like at its core, and I don't want to pick on the game, at its core, I feel like this is just more of the division. I feel like this is the Division 1.5. I don't personally, just me, this is not you, this is, I'm not attacking the game. I just want to make that all very clear. This game to me is just like an enhanced version or a 1.5 of the Division 1, and that's okay. I think there's actually a place for games like this in the gaming industry, and that's fine. But for me, if my girlfriend didn't say we need to get this game, I probably would not have gotten it because I don't see the need. And it's an interesting question to bring up, especially with a game I feel like that's so big in this way. Ubisoft is a big publisher, and the Division is a really big game. And I've seen so many people say how much they love this game. People that had the early access and played this game for a couple days before anybody else. I saw all over the place that this game is really fun. People are saying that it's their game of the year. That's great that people are loving it, because I remember loving the first game. I thought I had a lot of fun playing that first game. And this second game, I feel like it's going to be the exact same thing again. The only problem is, that end game stuff. Being able to play this game past the first 2, 3, 4 weeks that it's out. Ubisoft had a really big problem, and I remember that very clearly, even though it was 3 years ago. I remember the Division having that major problem where so many people did buy it. It did sell so many copies. I feel like it sold 20 million copies, Ubisoft said. And I remember those numbers, but then I also remember them saying how, and maybe not them actually like coming out and admitting it, but this game had major drop off after the first initial wave of people played. A lot of people left this game very early, and then they would have a DLC or they'd have that expansion pack. People would come back, but it wouldn't be that many people, and then everybody would leave again. And that's been a problem for a lot of Ubisoft games. For Honor had the same thing, sold extremely well, but then so many people dropped off that game, after the first like month, and that really hurts games. And so people were even wondering about the Division for the Division 2. So it's an interesting question. I don't have an answer. Is the Division 2 expensive DLC? I think to some people they'll feel like this isn't exactly worth the purchase. I feel like with other people they'll say, you know what, I had fun with the first Division, I'm having a lot of fun with this, and that's perfectly fine. But guys, I want to hear your opinions in the comments below. What do you think? What do you think about the Division 2? Did you play the Division 1, and how does that compare in your mind? Let me know. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel Podcast Now and hit the bell icon so you guys are notified when we have these videos go up, or any videos that we have go up. And thank you as always for watching this video. I hope to see you on future videos.